Hi, this is Indraneel and you are watching Business Bites in our channel, The Spotlight News, India's first online business news channel. In today's Business Bites, first news we have, Lenskart is getting ready for IPO at a valuation of $10 billion. Second news we have, Bharti-backed Eutelsat OneWeb asking for fast-track approval to launch satellite broadband. Third news we have, feminine hygiene brand Sirona to buy back their company from Good Glam Group. Fourth news we have, Bira makers B9 Beverages changed their name ahead of the planned IPO in 2026. And fifth news we have, IndusInd International Holdings to acquire 60% stake in Invesco Asset Management India. In first news, omnichannel eyewear retailer Lenskart is getting ready for IPO at a valuation of $10 billion. Lenskart, founded by Mr. Piyush Bansal 15 years back, has set to file the draft red herring prospectus to SEBI in May this year for their IPO of $1 billion with a planning of listing the company in this calendar year. Looking towards Lenskart's present scale and profitability, the investors along with the founder of Lenskart now ready to tap the public market over the last year, where big ticket secondary deals over the last 2 years enabled investors to part sell their stakes for liquidity. The company has hit an annual revenue run rate of $1 billion, that is around 8,400 crore, where they produce 25 million frames and 30 to 40 million lenses annually. And since inception, Lenskart has closed nearly $2 billion in funding, including secondary sales, where money doesn't go to the company, with shares changing hands between new and existing investors. The company acquired the Japanese brand in 2022 in $400 million, while they also own a significant stake in Paris-based omnichannel eyewear brand Le Petit Lunetière, and they closed $200 million secondary round in June last year at a $5 billion valuation against a preceding round of primary capital infusion at $4.5 billion. In second news, Bharti-backed Eutelsat OneWeb asking for fast-track approval to launch satellite broadband. Eutelsat OneWeb is seeking for a fast-track approval from the Department of Telecommunications, that is DOT, for deploying their twin Earth station gateways in India to connect with their low Earth orbit global satellite constellation and deliver broadband from space services to customers in South Asian countries excluding Pakistan and China. Presently, Eutelsat OneWeb has a satellite-to-Earth station gateway, each in Mehsana, Gujarat and in Tamil Nadu. On receiving the DOT nod, the company plans to work with international distribution partners and local telecom companies in their targeted Southeast Asian countries of Sri Lanka, Maldives, Bhutan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand, who would market and deliver the gamut of SATCOM services to overseas end users by using their low Earth orbit satellite capacities. The company can also offer satellite-based black hole connectivity to help South Asia partner telecom companies to boost wireless broadband coverage in remote regions where enough towers or terrestrial backhaul links via fiber networks are not available. Though the company Eutelsat OneWeb will purely operate on a B2B, that is business-to-business model in these markets, which will offer SATCOM services to global customers, which includes satellite internet connectivity, in-flight broadband connectivity outside Indian airspace, maritime connectivity to civil vessels in international waters, and to disaster recovery services. In third news, feminine hygiene brand Sirona to buy back their company from Good Glam Group. Sirona was founded in 2014 by Dib Bajaj and Mohit Bajaj, which is specialized in menstrual hygiene products like herbal pain relief patches, biodegradable sanitary pads, and menstrual cup kits, and it also offers a stand and pee device for women which is called Peabody. Sirona was acquired by Good Glam Group in October 2024 for 450 crore, which was led by founder and CEO Mr. Darpan Sanghvi, which faced legal hurdles before the acquisition was completed. Now the buyback, which is expected to be primarily funded by the personal capital of Sirona's founders, is estimated at around 150 crore, which includes the repayments of debts Sirona incurred under Good Glam's ownership. After the acquisition of Sirona by Good Glam, Sirona's sales have reduced to 1/8 of their peak monthly run rate of 12 crore, which was majorly due to the lack of fresh funding, though Good Glam Group had initially invested 100 crore in Sirona through a mix of primary and secondary investments. In fourth news, beer makers B9 Beverages changed their name ahead of the planned IPO in 2026. Ahead of the planned 2026 IPO by B9 Beverages Private Limited, the maker of Bira 91 beer has changed their name to B9 Beverages Limited, which will be associated compliance issues and to halt sales for a few months to complete registering their new product label. A decade ago, Bira started by importing the Hefeweizen-style beverages from Belgium, but later on they started brewing in India due to cost advantages, though it eventually added around 6 as third-party breweries. The new change at B9 Beverages came amid surging competition from microbreweries, craft beer makers and global brewers launching premium brands in this growing market. Because of that, B9 Beverages incurred a net loss of 748 crore in last financial year. As per company, beer as a segment needs high capital expenditure and working capital allocation to grow. So planning for IPO to raise fresh funds to drive their growth plans, which attributed a loss of around 80 crore to a one-time write-off of inventory which has the company's old name. And in fifth news, IndusInd International Holdings to acquire Invesco Asset Management India. IndusInd International Holdings, which is a Mauritius-based investment holding company promoted by the Hinduja Group, to raise around 800 crore to acquire 60% stake in Invesco Asset Management India. Invesco Asset Management India reported an average asset base of 1,28,676 crore for the December 2024 quarter end across mutual funds, portfolio management services and offshore advisory. The firm offers a range of investment solutions across equity, fixed income and alternative asset classes to individual investors, corporates and institutions. Invesco is having their global presence with offices in more than 20 countries and global investment funds with $1.8 trillion in asset under management. IndusInd International Holdings will make the investment through their wholly owned subsidiary IIHL AMC Holdings, which was created specifically for this transaction, where the company is also in the process of acquiring Anil Ambani promoted Reliance Capital too. So these were the top 5 business newses from Business Bytes in our channel, The Spotlight News, India's first online business news channel. So thank you very much for watching Business Bytes and signing it off.